Good morning, Westmount High. So this is your mindful moment today, and we're going to continue more about that thought that we had, that quote. Read the quote again for you. Between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and freedom. So if you remember, that was from Viktor Frankl. And so we're going to continue kind of imagining and picturing that space, because that's a really hard thing to grasp sometimes, and that's okay. So I'm going to read you a poem. It's called Autobiography in 5 Short Chapters, and it's written by Portia Knudsen. So I'm going to encourage you to, sorry, like my throat is already hoarse from, I was only public speaking in classes like one day so far. So I'm going to encourage you right now to sit comfortably in your mindful postures, your mindful body, and close your eyes if you're comfortable. Closing your eyes can really sometimes help us focus on the words as they're coming to us. If you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, that's okay. Just try to softly focus on just one spot on your desk or on the floor or on the wall, whatever works for you. So your mindful bodies, your mindful posture. Act 1. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Act 2. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend that I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place. But it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Act 3. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Act 4. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Act 5. I walk down another street. So I'll leave this poem. I'll also have it linked into the filing cabinet of the Oasis if you want to like really read it and go deeper into it. I love this poem. It's so true about so many things in our life. That when something happens the first time, you know what? It happens, and that's okay. It's not your fault. You fall, you stumble. But I do believe that we have the power to be more aware and to learn from the previous things that happen. I won't even call them mistakes. I don't even necessarily think they're mistakes, right? It's just learning. So when those things happen, when we struggle, when we fall, it's okay. But learn from them and keep going. And eventually, hopefully, learn to take another street. I know for me, a real life example of this would be when my husband and I first got married. Just the communicating and arguing for the same silly things. And then we've now learned to basically like walk down another street. We can see when conflict is going to happen. If there's something that's going to happen, we now know, we're aware, and we can kind of take a different route. But obviously that takes time. It takes like 10 years. So think about in your life, what's something that you're just not happy with, right? Like if it's causing you discomfort, if there's a habit that you fall into, a street that you keep walking down, a hole you keep falling into, that's okay. That happens to all of us. Think about what's your street, what's your hole. Try to be aware of it like next time, right? Next time you walk down that street and you fall in that hole, just notice it. And then hopefully the next time you will avoid falling in the hole And then the next time, maybe avoid walking down that street. So again, the poem is in the filing cabinet. If you want to read deeper, I encourage you to write your own poem connecting to this. If it's something that you like to do, to journal, or you can draw this poem out to really make it sink in, make this message resonate with you in whatever way works. Okay. So thank you all, Westbound High, and I will see you next time. Until then, be well, be healthy.